Yeah, what's up? It's the Prof. Check it out. I just want to speak on the whole thing about how people are saying um, it's too much politics that's being, spoke about, and in regards to like sports talk shows that be on TV. It's like this. Yeah, these athletes, off the field, off the court, they get involved in situations, um, just like anybody else, just like any other regular citizen of this country, and the whole thing about it is, it's like we uh, forget that they're people, they're human beings, you know, and what'll happen is people will sit up here and they will look at them from the perspective that, well, no, you make millions of dollars. No, you're on TV, so you can't do like everybody else. If you're walking and somebody just spits in your face, hey, you gotta just take that. You can't do you're worth too much money. If somebody comes up and hey, and you walk with your children and they say, hey, your daughter's a ugly this, your son's a stupid dumb this. Hey, well you make like $8-9 million a year. You're not like a regular person that goes to work to a regular 9 to 5. So you can't defend your child or yourself in the same manner because you have too much money and you're a personality. You're here to entertain us and stuff like that. They do anything. A lot of these athletes. And now we want to just talk about their domestic violence issues, blah, 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 whatever the hell it is, man. Like, continually. It's not about the whole thing of talking about it because people understand that it's news because these are famous people. We understand that. But, like, when you go too far with, like, talking about this for, like, 45 minutes, and it's like, yo, I just wanted to know what was the score of the game last night, or I was at work, I missed it. I just want to get in and see. I don't want to have to listen to the spiel of somebody sitting up there talking about political situation or some form of legal situation that an athlete has and stuff for like almost an hour, and then you talk about sports for like maybe like 15-20 minutes. Then you invite like a known celebrity on, a rapper, a basketball player to talk about a football player issue, a football player to talk about a basketball player issue, a baseball player to talk about a hockey player issue, or something like that. What are your thoughts? What do you think about the so-and-so domestic violence situation? And what do you think about blah, blah? And then they feel compelled to have an opinion on it because you asked them and stuff like that. And then you're putting them on the spot by even doing that. They might be coming on there to talk about a situation involving them or something that they're coming to promote. All of a sudden, you turn the questions over into speaking about other athletes or other celebrities, um, um, legal situations, or you want to turn it all into this whole political thing. And it's like how people have been expressing like their thoughts on the whole Jamel Hill situation. It's like there's a lot of people, honestly, that do not like Jamel Hill. And then I guess there's those, you could say at the same time there's those that like her. But see, let's be honest. Let's be real, right? Because she's a woman, for one, and because she's black, for one, that's the reason why you got some of those that really are supporting her, to be totally honest. It's just, and so what I'm saying is, with that being said, they're not even looking at the issue at hand of what people are upset about her making statements about Donald Trump. And there's like, that's a black woman. We must, as black people, defend her. Or the women are going to defend her because that's a woman. So they got to come from the feminist mindset and understanding like we must defend. So you're not taking into consideration whether she was wrong or whether what people are talking about or complaining about, or you might have these like, um, these black men who say that's our sister and this and that. She might be the same kind of woman that if you try to talk to her, on the street, she look at you like you got, dog crap on you, like that. You don't know her personally or anything like that, but like you want to come out and say I got to defend her and stuff like that, and see defend her, and the issue at hand, what everybody's talking about, has nothing to do with you. And even why you're even defending her, you're not even defending her based upon the issue. You're defending her based on a whole nother issue and stuff like that. You know, or anytime, like for instance, I got relatives, right? Everything. You got friends, you got people. Like with black folks, everything, we have to create the narrative of racism in America, slavery, the white man versus the black man, and all that he's done, and they always get on this issue. It's like, what I'm saying is, I say that to say, it's the same thing like with like involving politics and sports, and then once somebody says something like from a political perspective that these certain anchors that want to talk about politics instead of talk about sports, like, oh, he said so, that gives me the opportunity to talk about this. So now when an issue comes up, and if it's a black person talking about something, or a white person saying something like in opposition, you have certain people say, get to play the race card. Now we get to talk about the whole racist narrative of the situation. Sometimes you have people that be like, look, man, why does it have to always be that? Why can't we talk about what the situation at hand is? Why can't we just take it at face value? And those people that's like say, no, we think that everything is racism. Everything. That's the way they're thinking. So some people think everything is racism. Some people think everything is political. And that's where they go with every situation, no matter what it is. And that's why, like, you have people say, look, man, it's like saying, we hear about all these situations when we look at the news. Okay. Maybe they feel like that's where that should come from. That's where we should hear it from. When you got people that'll be like this. When I turn to the sports talk show, I just want to hear about the game. I want to get the scores. I want to know what's going on with my team. I want to know about or talk about the politics involving that. You know, it's like you're talking about a whole different subject matters and stuff like that. I mean, it's one thing even if you were to talk about the issues and thoughts involving these athletes and what they've done off the court or off the field. But then to go to a whole different subject matter and to talk about a person that's outside of sports and stuff, it's like, people like, what the hell is going on? I didn't turn it, and you talking about this for 45 minutes. It's like, the person is like, man, okay, let me turn the TV, whatever. I mean, I'm telling you, a lot of people are looking at like entertainment in itself as entertainment is sucking bad. And that means sports entertainment, movies, music, everything. I mean, the people that are at least in the last decade, more so probably, 8 years to be more precise, who feel empowered, because of the past administration. It's like they think that everything is supposed to go their way for the pleasing of them, and then they think that everybody else is just supposed to be accepting of it, and that's just it. We don't care about your opinions. We don't care about your thoughts. If it doesn't have anything to do with upholding what our stance on things are, or if it's not a narrative that basically supports our agenda, we don't want to hear it. Be quiet, shut up, don't say anything and stuff. They just want everything to be for them and stuff, And it's like, it's got to be something like for everybody. It can't be like where we live in a world where everything is all about supporting one political agenda.